What's up, guys? Jet here, or Taters, or whatever you want to call me, because I don't really know what I'm going by anymore. Anyway, I'm bringing you an Injustice combo tutorial for Green Arrow, who's my main character right now. And these are pretty much just simple combos that I think you'd be able to land inside of a match. I'm not bringing you some insane, insane, 60%, non-using the super meter combos, because those are just ridiculous, and you can't land those inside real matches, and I just think those are stupid and you shouldn't be able to do them. And most of these I found out by myself. So yeah, let's just get into the first one here. So now that you've seen the whole combo, we're gonna go step by step so you can see how to do it. And that was pretty much the most basic combo you can get, and it does a lot of damage, so it's pretty nice. So here we go. The first thing you're going to want to do is hold the buttons back A or back and X, depending on which console you're playing on. For Xbox, it's going to be back A. For PS3, it's going to be back X. What this is going to do is I think it's called a back bounce cancel, and it's going to throw them against a wall, and then an invisible wall, and then they're going to bounce back towards you. And it's going to do a lot of damage as well as sending them back towards you in the air. So it's pretty much a great way to start combos. Next, all you're going to simply do is just press forward, or I guess really just diagonal and A and diagonal and X, and that's just going to make you jump diagonally towards the enemy because now he's sent in the air towards you. So you're going to be kind of on a collision course towards each other so that you can continue the combo. Now this next part's fairly simple. All you have to do is while you're in the air and you are about to collide, just simply tap A or X depending on the console you're playing on for your power attack. Xbox will be A, PlayStation will be X. And this is just going to add some extra damage, and then you're going to take a quick pause before you do your final combo, which will be A, and that will end the whole entire combo. Now, I'm not sure if you can also slip in the Green Arrow slide at the end. Voice crack. I'm not sure if you can slip that in at the end or not. I tried doing it, but it seemed like it was just out of range. I'm not sure if I just missed it possibly, or I mean, I've tried it before and it just seems like I can't get it, but I don't know if maybe I just missed it all the time. But you can try that for yourselves. Maybe I'm just missing it. But that's just gonna end that combo. So yeah, here's that, and then we'll move on to the next one. The next combo we have for Green Arrow is probably his bread and butter combo. It's gonna be doing like medium damage, and you're gonna probably be using it the most frequently. It's usually what I use most frequently, and it's not too hard to get off once you start learning it. So yeah, let's just get right into it.
This one's for.
First, you're going to want to press XXA on Xbox, or if you're playing on PS3, you're going to want to press square, square, X. And what this is going to do is it's going to perform a quick combo of 2 punches, and then it's going to knock them in the air with a kick. And this is going to be able to shoot your electric arrow, which I may mention that if you don't know, Green Arrow can use different types of arrows. And the electric arrow can be equipped by pressing down, forward, B on Xbox, or down, forward, circle on PS3. And that's gonna give you 2 electric arrows, but that's what you need on this combo anyway. So that's what you're gonna do. So you're gonna press XXA on Xbox and then an electric arrow, and you're gonna do that all in a row. You're not gonna want to wait to press B to press B to shoot the electric arrow. So yeah, so XXB electric arrow, or square, square, X electric arrow. So let's go watch that. And you don't have to press only to equip electric arrows you have to press down, forward, B. To shoot them you just have to press B. I forgot to mention that. So yeah, just no pause in between there. This kind of got me in the beginning, but once you practice it enough, you can get the timing down perfectly. It's not that hard. Next part, we're just doing that easy back A movement again, and if you notice, well, I mean, I guess you can't really notice it because there's only one try, but this is actually the hardest part for me. And if you look in the button feed on the left on my other combo and this one, I spam so hard when I play, and this is why this one's so hard for me. Because if you press the back button twice instead of and you press A too, instead of doing the little like bounce cancel move, it'll just backdash you so you don't do anything. So that it messes up the combo. I messed up this combo so many times because of that. So this is this is the hardest part for me. But then after you do the back A thing, you're gonna want to jump up and do the diagonal A move. So this is just gonna be a repeat of what we did last move. So so I don't really have to put directions on the screen. You should know what to do at this point. It's pretty easy stuff. And then after that, we'll see what we have to do next. So this next part of the move can have tons of variation. You can do a down forward X, which would be a hurricane bow, which he spins the bow, which is pretty powerful. Which one of his attacks. You can do YYA. This is Xbox, by the way. Easy to translate to PS3. I don't really have to say it. You know, XX, whatever, XXX, which is what I did in the actual combo. You do AAA, I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, it's pretty easy. There's lots of variation here. What I do in the video is XXX, and I don't think there's much of a damage difference. I don't think it really matters what you do. So, you know, XXX is the easiest thing to do, pretty much. XXX AAA. So I'd probably stick to one of those if I were you. And so yeah, here we go with that part. Okay, this next combo is not very hard to do, and it's actually probably my favorite one out of all of them because it does the most damage, not very hard to do, and you could pretty much nail it every time, and it involves a super move. So, let's get right into it here, and here we go. Did I also mention you feel like a complete badass every time you land this move in an online match? Because it looks like it's so complicated, but it really isn't. So that's another bonus.
Heads up!
Alright, so as you can see at the end of Green Arrow's super move, it's gonna bounce the enemy into the air, and you're gonna be able to hit him afterwards, which is gonna be able to start up the combo, so that you can continue it and hit up these like insane like 60% moves and whatnot. So yeah, let's check that out.
Heads up!
Alright, next thing you want to do is press X, X, or square, square, depending on the console, and then you're going to fire a frozen arrow or an ice arrow, whatever the hell you want to call it, at the enemy. This is kind of hard because you have to get the timing down, but pretty simple. So yeah, just X, X, whatever, square, square, frozen arrow, and yeah, and there you go. So then you're going to press back A, and that's going to bounce him against the wall. He's going to come back towards you, and then you're going to jump towards him and hit A again. We all know the move, and yes, so there's that next part. Next thing we're going to do is simply down forward X or down forward square, depending on the console. And simply, that's just going to end it. It's going to do his Hurricane Bow, which is pretty good damage, and that's going to end the combo.